Becky. I am back with another process video. Today I'm going to be using Basic Gray's B-Side collection. I am also using a sketch on this one, and unfortunately I had printed this sketch out, but the maker of the sketch did not mark it with their names, so I cannot tell you who made the sketch. I can, if I do a blog post about this sketch, I will post this sketch on there, which I cannot guarantee I'll do because I suck at that. So I'm going to go ahead and mat my photo. I'm matting the smaller one on a kind of a limey yellow background, and the bigger one I am matting on a teal background. It has flowers. Now this is a picture. One of the pictures is myself, Tiffany, and her son Kyron, and the other one is just me and Kyron. And I go home, well, I've been trying to go home every year, but previously I'd go home once every couple of years, and every time I would go home, Tiffany would be on vacation, or they would, I don't know, be doing something else, and I had never seen Kyron. This is the first time I met Kyron, and that is what this layout is about. He is such a sweet kid too. He's very nice. So I am trying to figure out how I might want these photos to be. I thought I'd mat them again, but I end up not doing that. I am going to put these paper strips on there. That is what was on this sketch. So I'm just going to go ahead and follow that part of the sketch. I have done several layouts with this Basic Gray B-Side collection, and I am not kidding you. I think it is breeding in my little scrap area because there keeps being more and more and more of it. I'm never going to be able to use all I have. Right there I was showing you the Tim Holtz Distress Ink in black. I do ink all my edges, and I showed you my tape runner saying, hey, I'll be back. So right there, that high, it was on a piece of a cut apart. It was a 3x4 card, and I used a seal die and cut it out with that. That Kiss Kiss I fussy cut out of a card. And you see some of these other pieces that are seals and tags and labels. I had cut those out for a previous layout, so those I just had left over. I do like to use just little basic shapes like that as anchoring points for my embellishment clusters. Right there I am showing you the Tim Holtz tiny stickers. I am going to use those to spell out Kyron, and it is going to go on that gray label on top of that yellow seal. In that little pink word strip that's underneath Kyron's name says All Smiles. I'm going to put that under his name. I'm going to trim off a piece of that label and put that pink heart there. And that is going to go back on the layout where it was. So I'm not one to follow any scrapbooking rules, but on this particular layout I did do 3 different embellishment clusters, which is not really like me. I usually have like 10 or 1. Okay, that's exaggerating, but I don't usually follow any of the rules. I just do whatever feels right to me and whatever I like. So on this one, I actually did do 3 different clusters. Right there under Kiss Kiss, I put Oh Snap. I did ink the edges of that, and I am going to use the Tim Holtz tiny letter stickers again, and I'm going to spell out May 2015. I did not put the exact day on there, and that's fine. I just didn't feel like looking it up, and that's why I did that. So I'm going to layer up some pieces there. Right there I used those seals. There was like 2 different, or actually just one. It's kind of like a seal, a rectangular seal, and in the end you barely end up seeing that turquoise one anyways, but it does stay there. And I'm going to put that Kiss Kiss on top of that. Then I'm going to move up to that top cluster. That top cluster, the layers, the labels, and the seal just kind of peek out a little bit. And I put this ephemera piece on it. It says Cool to Be Kind. And I also end up putting that pink heart I'm messing with right there. It ends up going up next to the Cool to Be Kind cluster. I'm trying to find something to fill that space, and what I end up pulling out this button, and when you thread a button and you tie it off in the back, it gets very bulky and it doesn't work for me. Right here I'm showing you the alphas I'm going to use. The At Last was that Cocoa Vanilla, and the We Meet is the other alpha that I don't remember what it was called. So here I'm trying to glue down this button, and I think actually it is best if you're going to use the buttons. They get bulky underneath when you tie off the thread, so I think it is best to actually stitch those onto your page. I did not do that. I just went the lazy way about it and tied it off underneath, and it was too bulky under that one and it wouldn't stay. So I end up taking care of that in a minute. I went ahead and wrote my journaling lines, which I still have not done my journaling. I'm just gonna talk about Kyron and, just meeting him or whatever. And I just put this little flag down right there. It's a banner, I guess, fishtail banner, and it was a piece of the ephemera pack. And I just go ahead and stick it there because there was an empty space I wanted to take care of. Right here I'm going to trying to figure out what I'm going to use to put in place of that button. So I used this small seal and I tried out this word strip that says Here Now, but I have so many words on here. That was just crazy. But then I do end up using this word, and it's a circle and it says For Reals. And I did forget to ink the edges of that, which is okay because it doesn't really stand out that much. I did leave that rectangular seal underneath there to set it on. I am putting around some homemade plastic enamel dots around the page. And then I do end up pulling out my Heidi Swap Color Shine in Black and sprinkling that around as well. So after the end of this, I do have some close-ups, so you can go ahead and stay tuned for that if you'd like. So I am done with the layout. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.